Hello everyone, Alchemicgree here. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last video, we helped out Morrigan with a small complication regarding her mother, Flemeth, and the soul of the old god that we got in Dragon Age Origins that we put into our child, Kieran, is now in her possession. So, it is uncertain why she needs the old god soul, given that she apparently now had, or at least had, the spirit of Mythal within her. So there's a lot to consider, but we're going to have to just let it see how it all plays out. So this is the final thing. Doom upon all the world. There's nothing else left. We are to proceed and take out Corypheus. Come a long way. The final battle, the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and it will cost nothing because it's final battle. Why pay for anything? Let us go where it began and end it there. Something, inspirational speech, something.
Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
I'm eager to try.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes.
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's madness. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Just as Corypheus expects, I suppose.
My token force. You know what? Yeah, the final party, the final battle. Varric, Cassandra, and Solus. We shall end this where it began, my first party and my last. Plus, these are actually my favorite companions to have with me. It just feels more appropriate.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish. I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place, at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
You're not proving anything by talking.
You dare.
Oh.
A dragon.
Oh, I
Either
dare.
of you. It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. As you wish. Feel my wrath. What do they call you? A Kunari? Your blood is engorged with decay. Your race is not a race. It is a mistake. You where you stand.
I'm thinking we, I'm back here, you Tevinter coward. Oh, sup? How's the battle going? Going good, I think. Good job, Morgan. Guess we're queuing the dragon. Yeah, joke's on you. I've killed plenty of dragons.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
God, you're such an asshole. And of course he's back to... Never mind. Half health. I can deal with that.
I need only moments more.
The breach is getting bigger! And then the fate swallows the world, right?
Wait. There's an... What's an elven platform doing down here? This is the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Androstian. So why is there a... That's Mythal. That's an image of Mythal. But why is it here? That's very strange. It's over.
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
You wanted into the Fade. Solus?
The orb.
I know you wanted the orb saved.
I'm so sorry.
It is not your fault.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way. No matter what comes, I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Victorious, I see. What a novel result. And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
Just wow. But I have so many questions. Why is a... Why? Why was there a... That makes no sense. There should not have been... The Temple of Sacred Ashes. Was it elven and...
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Why would he just leave?
He was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celene owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
Oh, now they're lining up to meet me.
Such is the way of things. Previously, you were an upstart, a fearsome Kunari in charge of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature. The ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Okay, I think I figured it out. The temple, back in Dragon Age Origins, at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, when we traveled in there, I found Spellweaver. Spellweaver was a weapon used specifically by Arcane Warriors. Arcane Warriors are an elvish thing. Ancient Elves. Or Emerald Knights, I guess, is one order they based on. So, with that in mind, that means that the temple had elvish origins behind it. Maybe there was an elvish temple or ruin or civilization or area there until the Androstian Church built over it. Or maybe they did it. It was something with dragons. Maybe that dragon cult showed up there? But the fact that Mythal is connected to dragons, Flemeth can turn into a dragon, and when Morgan was given power through Mythal, she now can turn into a dragon, so dragons have something to do with Mythal. Could all dragons be related to Mythal? Did me killing now 12 dragons make Mythal angry with me? I don't know, I'm not on yet. But, so, is it possible that the Chantry built on... What if the Chantry... and this is a lot of tinfoil hat, red string territory. What if Andraste was another vessel of Mythal? Because I find it hard to believe Mythal would have just stayed in one body. What if she moved to different bodies? What if she went to Andraste, motivated her to challenge the Vinter Imperium to try to change the power, but when she died, if I recall some Andrastian lore, a priest, a follower of hers, took her ashes after she was burned at the stake to the mountains where he had a vision of this place to bring her, and he, in his weakened moments, saw what he believed a vision of Andraste. And it empowered him. Could that vision have been Mythal transferring to his body? Because it can't overtake the unwilling. So what if it was willing? So she took him, or maybe it was a her and they called it a him this whole time. Same way how they hid the fact that the previous Inquisitor not only had a lover, who they questioned whether or not she even existed, but the fact that he was also an elf. So that's how that happened. But how she ended up with Flemeth, that's a little harder. If it's a transfer, maybe the monk left and she died, and something like that. Flemeth could have been learned it in magic, or at the very least had magical capabilities while the others didn't. So that possibly could exist. There is so much information that I want to know the answer to, and it's upsetting me. Why is Solus gone? I get it, the orb is important, but it could be that way. So, that usually... narratively speaking, when a character does that, that means they knew, which means did Solus know? When did he know? He knew about Skyhold. He knew the orb was elvish, and it had no iconic... the current Dalish elves don't have iconic markings like that, so he knew it was elvish. And it had something to do with the Fade. But he knew about it. And he cares about that orb. Ugh, my head! Okay, this is way too much for me to... You know what? I'm just gonna talk to my companions and wrap up this game. Then we get to the Trespasser DLC. Cullen, you're first.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
I can scarcely believe it.
The Conclave, Haven. It seems so long ago. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
That's why we're having this fancy party. Celebrate, Commander. You've earned it.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
All right.
Help stop an ancient Magister Darkspawn. Not every Warden recruit gets to say that. Thanks to you, I do.
We couldn't have done it without you.
You've done enough for me. Forget the flattery. So now that you've saved the world, what's next? To put it all back together?
Someone has to fix things. Might as well be me.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. What do you think of This Shit Is Weird, the Inquisitor Adar story? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the Free Marches as soon as I get back.
Don't divide your efforts. The people of the Free Marches are more important than a story.
As it happens, I agree with you. Kirkwall is in bad shape, and a lot of other city-states were hit hard by the war. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
You helped make it possible, Bull.
That's what they pay me for. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hasrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you, I'm pretty good right here. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything, such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
That's what happens when you're a hero.
Is that so? Must be why it's so unfamiliar. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
You're an example of how noble Tevinter could be.
For Southerners, maybe. Back home, they'll be rolling their eyes behind their fans. Meanwhile, they'll conveniently forget the bastards who wanted Corypheus ruling us all. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
Good to have you. This is nice.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
Let the philosophers worry about that. Tonight is for celebrating.
Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
This is home, if you'll have it.
Shut it, you. I cry, I'm punching everyone. Alright, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning! Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
I'll talk to you last.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
I wasn't sure we'd make it either.
A rather bizarre feeling, as if we've stumbled blindly into a forbidden future.
Better than the future we saw at Redcliffe.
Much better. I intend to rebuild the Seekers of Truth, to make us the Order we were meant to be. That will take time. Meanwhile, I am free to remain with the Inquisition. I think back to how we first met, and here you stand. You are the Inquisitor, a symbol of hope and change to so many. And you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great man, and I will always stand at your side.
Oh, that's it? Alright.
So much to do, my dear. I'll be returning to Valdoyau to organize the loyalist mages. The Empress requires my expertise during what is sure to be a difficult transition. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
As a matter of fact, I am.
This is all for you, darling. Enjoy yourself. You've earned it. Go mingle. The night is still young.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I must remember to thank her for the trouble.
She's been craving the cakes from Madame Lucien's shop for months. This celebration gave her the perfect excuse. To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
The drinks are fine. It's been a wonderful evening.
I hope you're not just saying that. You're not, are you? What a disaster. So many was late, the invitations to our guests barely went out at all, and it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Dedas is discussing the successor of the Inquisition.
You played no small part in our rise to power.
You had a role yourself, if I recall correctly. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
Yeah, this was... Okay, that's kind of a weird place for the map, but I think I'll retire to my quarters. I've had enough of this party.
May I join you? I wanted to catch you. The celebrations appear to be winding down with the sunrise. I've never witnessed such a lovely sight.
Nor I.
Sometimes your words are so sweet, they ache.
That's love.
That's you. It's been good to have this celebration, free of what the future holds. Whatever awaits us, my lord. I know only one thing. I would never have you face it alone.
"'Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celene remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, but a new war rages in the shadows. Gaspard, it seems, has learned his lesson well. Even the elves have no rest, with Briala's uprising rocking the empire to its core. Fortunately for Celene, her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Leliana as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she first declares an end to the Circle of Magi. The mages will now govern themselves. She opens the priesthood to other races, declares support for the Inquisition, and rededicates the Chantry to the principle of charity. Divine Victoria is controversial from the start. Several new sects arise, resisting her reforms and declaring her rule a threat to the faith. She meets with their leaders, urging unity. Miraculously, her words take root, and for now, the Chantry remains strong. The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. When Leliana disbands the circles, they leave the Inquisition and reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. For the moment, it appears to be working. Mages are enjoying unprecedented acceptance throughout Thedas. And what of the Inquisition itself? Its military might has grown, now rivaling that of kingdoms. Fear of the Inquisition's army has become the true source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand, ready.
Just wow. I have to say, this is definitely up there as one of my I would have to say yes, this is definitely has to be one of my favorite Dragon Age games. It adds much to the lore, it gives a good dynamic, oh god, how many videos did I make of this? I lost count! But I have to say that there are so many things that I still am so confused about. But, so, with that Chantry thing, that's something else to consider, and I do really, truly hope that... I do hope that they do explain that, because there is still the last DLC that takes place, I believe it takes place 2 years after the events of the game. So, with that in mind, it would be quite fun to, try that out. I believe that would be entertaining to have it to see what would happen after the 2 years. I don't think I'd end up marrying Josephine. I don't know if that's an option. But I am happy that at least Morgan, that was pretty awesome. But now, what is she going to do with this mythal power she wields? That is definitely something to consider. And if or when you say it, I'm still not going to touch the multiplayer, primarily for the reasons of I just don't really want to do it. The multiplayer is, I want to say, fine, and the entire concept is you're playing as operatives of the Inquisition that you slowly unlock over time, and that's all well and good, but it's just, it wasn't the best. The only real reason you got it was like if you killed a dragon in it, you would get the dragon throne that I got, but I was already given the dragon throne, so it works well enough for me. Now, I would have to say maybe there's the post-game mode, but I think the post-game mode is it's post-game, but more in the sense of God, what was it? I think it was more in the sense that that like it just finishes up some small missions, but I think major missions are still like gone and taken care of. But this was... I liked this. I enjoyed this. I felt like this was something to really hold on to, and again, I'm curious what's to do with the last DLC, since it's supposed to take place after it takes place, as I said, 2 years after the event, the end of the game. So what could happen in those 2 years? It may explain something about what happened to Solus. There's definitely a lot to take in. And it's good that Morgan is fleeing while we have the chance. That way, at the very least, she should show up. Or, because if they do make a Dragon Age 4, it's, really, where would they go? In Origins, we were in Ferelden. We only covered Ferelden. Then in 2, we covered the Free Marches, at least Kirkwall and some bits of the surrounding area, and maybe some bits beyond, but not too far. We remained in the Free Marshes. So, and now here, we were, well, everywhere. There were so many maps to explore, so many quests to do, but it was good. I liked it. The fact, honestly, the fact that this legitimately was the longest of all the Dragon Ages, because offhand, I can only imagine, because I think, like, I'm trying to think, because I know Dragon Age 2 was like 20-ish videos, because I separated them based on like what I was doing during the day, and some of the videos were much longer than others, I will admit that. I even think I separated some of the DLCs around. So it's possible I did something like that. I'm not 100% on that. It's been a very, very, very long time. I believe Dragon Age Origins, I combined it with Awakening, so I was like maybe 30-ish videos. So that's a total of, so I think honestly, I'm pretty sure this long exceeds that. Just there's like first and second games combined, and there was still so much more to do in this. So, but now, where to go? The Inquisition is still a major political power, but what happens now? The fact of the matter is, the Inquisition's purpose is done. So, one of two things is there are about three primary paths to there are several paths to take. We could, if the option does come up, whether or not we're going to maintain ourselves, because now that Corypheus is gone, the unifying enemy is gone. This is the problem, narratively speaking, and I think even politically speaking, when it comes to very massive political powers who do not like each other to begin with, are now effectively they were effectively rivals or enemies, sometimes both, and now they were forced to work together for a common goal. But now that they were defeated, now that the enemy has been defeated, what then is the question. So now the Inquisition as a political power now, since, as Morgan put it, we rival kingdoms in our power. We draw more faith than most of the Chantry. A former inner circle, our own spy master, is now the Divine. Keep that in mind, for example, of how that looks to us. Now that Liliana is the Divine, that means every action we take has to be taken very carefully, because if we do something really stupid, it could be used against her. If we try to act too brazenly, we would be seen as a military force and that the Chantry controls us, and this will be a giant repeat. We could do what the first Inquisition did, is when the task was finished, they lay down their arms. So it's possible we could do that, but it's hard to say. This is going to take a lot of thought and consideration. Really going to need to think that one over. But in foresight so far, I would have to say maintaining the Inquisition, but use it as humanitarian efforts to try to rebuild a lot of the problems should be a new objective. Once that's taken care of, then they could disband and everyone do it. Or we could become a much smaller version of a third-party power, but not as powerful as the kingdoms. Interesting. What's going on? Post-game mode, I think? Yeah, must be post-game mode.
You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Dread Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
What? Wait, so Solus is the Dread Wolf? Okay, okay, that's horrifying. That is actually very horrifying. That is horrifying. But that Illuvian, it had a wolf and a dragon. Fen'Harel, the Dread Wolf, and Mythal. Did they have a history? Old friend? There's some missing pieces of Elvish history here. Lots of missing pieces. Elisima. How's that? Oh, you son of a bitch. I could have gone there this whole time. Oh well, since I have everyone here, I might as well have everyone in a post-champ mode.
Here is the request Harriet made.
Should I wait for his reply?
That is at his discretion. I have nothing further to add.
The Divine, can't you believe it, Liliana?
I've been many things. Bard, sister, left hand. And always because someone needed something from me. But I realize now that I am all these things, and yet not defined by any one. I am now Divine Victoria, but to my friends, to you, I will always be just Liliana.
Well, here's me wishing you good luck, and reminding you that I have a pretty big army, if you need it.
No, that was the old Chantry. I'll be here for some time yet. There are still things to put in order before I leave.
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint. And perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I wish you all the best, Liliana.
Just, wow. It's quite terrifying.
Ooh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so pleased to be here, helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to do that or not. Well, Fiona's gone. Oh, no, she's right there. Hello.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Never mind.
I'll leave you to it.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Tevinter after all this. I have a good friend here. You don't find those just lying about. Such is my lot. Just a little longer, then.
Alright. Pretty sure Vivienne's gonna give me an earful for not picking her as divine.
If you require any assistance.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up. The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up.
Oh, I guess that's, we're just stuck in that loop now. Varric!
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
He's doing so much. I should like to join him.
There you are. I heard about the new Divine. Surprised the Spy Master was chosen. She's quite a driven woman. I'm eager to see what she does. I'm sure there's still much to do. I'll be here to help. Until the Wardens send for me, at least.
Okay, I partially got an earful from Vivienne on that one. I wonder how Cassandra's gonna take the news.
Liliana is already turning the Chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The Chantry needed someone like her.
Scout Harding, now that you're not spying for me anymore.
Hey.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
Take care.
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters.
Yes?
I'm ready whenever you are, boss.
Something like that. Tell him.
It's not the right time yet.
You're just stalling. We're ready.
What's up?
Inquisitor, you won. We all won. And I am honored I was part of it.
We all are. But with things winding down, Chalons got more than enough troops.
It's time for us to go. We've eyes on a keep of our own. Starting a freehold. Maybe even titles. You know, rising up. Like you did. Just like you.
You've turned into fine people. I'm the one who's honored, who's proud.
Don't. You'll start him crying.
Are you kidding? This is the best day of my life. Every day is the best day. Your worship, it's been an honor. It's been incredible.
It's been an honor, my friend, to see you rise through the ranks.
You've been skittish for days. What's up your crawl?
Hey.
Hi.
Good talk, yeah? Nice and relaxed. I mean, we're in with Leliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be.
Well, I'll be glad to have you. I need that chaos. Cole, I can't talk to you. There's nothing wrong.
Good day to you.
I'll come back. Are you up there for once? That's a little odd. Yeah, Morgan shouldn't even be here. No, she's not here. Map is very deceptive. Oh well, I should probably actually see what that thing was. And I guess we're gonna be opening up our. Oh, I see what happened. The map is all screwy. I know how to fix that. Let me Black Emporium. Actually. Oh. Oh, that's dark. That's a little dark. Yeah, take a quick trip to the Black Emporium, but so that means they just didn't load in. That's happened to me once or twice. It just kind of sucks that it happened to me now of all times. And it's kind of ironic that I'm gonna have a Alright, let's return back. All right, let's see if they're there now. There we go. Cole, how you feeling?
I'm sorry, Cole, but with your gift, I fear that you might see the path I now must walk in solitude forever. This fate is mine alone. Indeed, I would not wish it on an enemy, much less someone that I once cared for. Though you reach out in compassion, insist that you forget. I'm... What were we talking about? I'm ready to help people when you are.
Cole. So, you tried to go after Solus. Wait, you could feel. Did you know what he was this whole time? Okay, any event. Okay, in any event, Cole, you okay?
There are still people who need help. I'm ready.
So, did Solus make Cole forget him? Oh. Oh, that is sad, honestly.
At your order.
Leliana is to be divine, it will be strange to see her go. Given her plans for the Chantry, the months to come will be interesting.
Alright, well, that's kind of what I expected. Any event, I have one last thing to... Might as well! I don't think she'll be there, but just in case, it'd be silly as hell to... Oh, yeah, wow, she's here. What's your opinion on Leliana being divine? This I gotta hear.
Greetings, Inquisitor.
I'll leave you to the garden.
As you like.
Never mind. That was a little depressing. Anyway, let's have my chat with Josephine. Then I guess I'll put in that thing. I guess I'm gonna say that war table thing was probably... Was I supposed to know randomly talking to this person was gonna unlock that? That is... I have no idea, honestly. Hey, Josephine.
Leliana knows the game. She'll move the Chantry forward while quelling the fears of the faithful. And I feel only pity for those who might try to depose our former spy master by force.
Is anyone stupid enough to send assassins after her?
Any initial opposition will be subtle, but I doubt it will last. After so much warring, even the most seasoned players of the game yearn for change. Sister Leliana will bring about interesting times. It's so good to see you.
No. Well, that's what I expected. Anyway, I guess I can put in that thing. You know, give them one final little assignment. And there it is. Attend the Exalted Council. That will lead straight into Trespasser.
So, Leliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while.
It will be strange to see you and think, there walks Divine Victoria.
Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Nor as friends.
What's this? A breach in decorum?
That's nice. It's very nice. Alright, so, after that, I'll just grab that one, and then we can hop straight into Trespasser. So, thank you all so much for watching. Share, subscribe, let me know what you think. Leave comments below, and I'll be with you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.